one thing that we have to understand, it's paramount for us to understand. According to the partners, for instance, this Earth, okay, it's a matrix. It's a fake, fabricated world. I'm not saying that what we see is a hologram. It's not true. This is not. It doesn't work like this. When I say this fabricated matrix, is that a group of extraterrestrials, not from here, known as the Anunnakis. They are third-dimensional beings. They are flesh and blood just like us, same density. Even though this group of physical third-dimensional extraterrestrials known as the Anunnakis, they have been present here for 450,000 years, okay? They were responsible for the fabrication of us, this body, of many human races, Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal, all this. These are all fabrications of this group of beings, okay? Unfortunately, our science it's not really science anymore. It became a religion with dogmas that nobody can contest. We've seen this really dramatically, in the past 2 years. Okay, the Anunnakis, this group, after the last deluge, 15,000 years ago, Noah's deluge, as people know, these guys, they consolidated the control here on Earth for many reasons. I don't have time here. I'm going to spend the whole night here explaining.
I understand.
But they were afraid, very much afraid. This you can see in parts of Genesis and in many books of Sitchin. When the Anunnaki leadership said, there's this particular race, okay? One of the races fabricated by the Anunnakis. Many people believe there are certain writings of Sitchin saying that when the Anunnakis landed here, they got the local simian, manipulated them genetically, and created and thus, transformed them in humans, for instance. Wow. The partner said it's not true. It didn't occur this way. They fabricated from scratch, okay, because they have very advanced genetic technology. They fabricated various races. But after the deluge, 14,000 years ago, what happened? There was confusion between them, like a dispute between them, and they needed to fabricate a more developed human, a more sophisticated human in order to operate certain sophisticated machinery, okay? And when this occurred, the 49 races, they already knew it. You see, it's such a long story. It's hard to contextualize, but I'm going to try. Right. The 49 races knew that was going to happen, okay? So they approached the geneticist of the Anunnakis, the chief geneticist, Enki, that's his name, known by people. They approached him and said, would you like to fabricate a more sophisticated human? We can share our technology with you. And you can fabricate a new type of human, much more sophisticated, beautiful, and that can manipulate sophisticated machinery, intelligent. And they left this encoded in rocks, okay? And they left it encoded in a huge rock in the Amazon. We have been there. We have filmed it. We have crazy stuff there.
What is this rock called?
There's no name because Dakila found it.
Oh.
We found it. Nobody. It's known. We have talked about it.
Right.
But we are beginning, Shanaz. It's the period we live in now. It's a very interesting period. Why? Because many things that the partners told us about for instance, our origin, our history, the presence of the Anunnakis, here in South America.
Right.
They told us many years ago, and they don't only tell us. That's why their motto is seek knowledge. They tell us, don't believe us, go and do the research.
Right,
You see what
exactly.
I mean?
I think that's the
That's
best.
how they tell us. That's why
Yeah.
we had to build an observatory in the city we're built in. That's why we have to go and do many expeditions. We have to do many things because they don't
Right.
give us, they don't spoon feed. The 49 dimensional races, they are humans. They are our older brothers, okay?
Okay.
Their technology, so that you can sort of begin to grasp, to taste, the huge gap, that we have is 15 billion with a B years ahead of ours.
Wow.
15 billion years. They are 15 billion years. They told us that. It's not, we are thinking. No, they told us. We are 15 billion years ahead of you guys. Our technology for you, we cannot explain because for you it's like magic. You don't understand our technology. So what do they do? As a matter of fact, it's very funny. They speak in perfect Portuguese with us. Of course, it's totally verbal exchanges. And we have focus groups in Dakila. We have the political group, the technology group, the health group, they have many, the genetic group. There are many groups that meet with different partners that teach us and pass on different sort of information. I belong to many of these groups. So I'm, privy to to a lot of the information.
Right.
Now, the interesting thing is this. Okay, as I said, I'm going to just throw it.
Yes, throw it, please.
The 49 races, they are 49 human races, all right?
Okay.
They are the apex. They have reached the apex of evolution in the universes where the modulating waves are the principle of life.
Okay.
They have reached the apex. They are the top of the top of the top in universes, dimensions. As far as I know, many of the partners, they go up to the 13th dimensional. They have some from the 13th dimension, from the 9th, from the 7th, from the 8th. Through technology, they can sort of interact with themselves, among themselves. But they have reached the apex of evolution.
Okay.
And they were like, how are we going to, jump to higher realms? That they don't talk to us about it because you cannot understand.
Right.
It's a waste of time. However, time for them, it doesn't exist really. They have reached this apex. They cannot evolve anymore.
Okay.
But I'm going to repeat the words that I listened,
Right.
They came to us and they said, we have identified that in a specific quadrant of they don't call space. They say that our knowledge of space is zero. Zero. This is 100% wrong. They call it space, a totally different thing. Okay? And they say that they were beginning to sort of envision what really is because of dark matter. They said that dark matter you're going to begin to understand, but they say that our knowledge is highly manipulated in order for us to not realize reality. So they have identified in this specific quadrant that a mutation was going to occur. And this mutation would produce, beings that would be able to manifest, to express 100% of emotions. When I say 100% of emotion, I'm talking about crying, feeling. It's not that. It's the intensity of the emotion, which is a very powerful energy, they say.
Yes, because
they do not have. Nobody in anywhere has more than 10% to 15% of the expression of emotions. Nobody. The only place in creation, everywhere, in any dimension, also in any universe, it's here on Earth. The only place. That's why you're so precious for them, because of our emotions. we are the only ones that can manifest 100% emotion. And how did this come about? Because of this manipulation of the Anunnakis. When the Anunnakis manipulated our genes, they cut 2 genes from us in order to reduce our lifespans and many things, because the Adamic race, this is the name of the new race that Enki, the Anunnaki geneticist, fabricated with the aid of the genetic technology of the 49 races. The 49, they knew what was going to happen. So they approached Enki, passed on technology, genetic technology. Enki fabricated this new race that we know. The name is the Adamic race. This is in the Bible, in Genesis. This is also in many writings, the Sumerian writings. There are a lot of writings. If you sort of connect the dots, you're going to understand roughly what happened. So the Enki, the Anunnaki, fabricated this Adamic race. And unlike historians think that the Anunnakis, they were interacting in the Middle East, not really. Their main base was in the Amazon. They have occupied ancient ruins from the Muriel race. The Muriel race, it was an alien race, an extraterrestrial human race linked to the 49 races that they were present here on Earth 250 million years ago. And they have built a major capital that's called Ratanabá. And this capital is buried in the Amazon forest. And we're beginning to disclose it. We are already disclosing the outskirts of Ratanabá, which are above the ground. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, we just released the LiDAR technology, the laser scanning that Dakila did, the first research institution that used LiDAR in the Amazon. It's us. A German group used in the Bolivian Amazon. And we don't know what they're looking for. They're looking for this, but they don't know where to go. You see what I mean? And the funny thing is that we have found many artifacts. I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to have the proof in a while, because it's an ongoing research.
Right.
We have found elongated skulls in the Amazon, in caves in the Amazon.
Yes.
The elongated skulls that are found in the Andes, okay, in Ecuador, in Peru, and in some other places around the world, okay, they are genetically descendant from the Anunnakis, because the Anunnakis, they have the elongated skull. Now, what happened is this. These people, they are descendants. Now, we have found caves in the Amazon. We're not disclosed. As a matter of fact, we are doing right now this research. But we have found elongated skulls with the skeletons, but they are 4 meters high, tall, 4 meters tall. They are huge beings.
Wow.
Many of these beings. These were Anunnakis that died here. And we also find smaller ones, elongated, but there are smaller ones. They are the Igigi. These are the partners call them the rebellious race that fought with the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki race, they are third dimension. This is very important for people to understand. They are third dimensional beings, same density as ours.
Okay.
They arrived here 450,000 years ago. They have fabricated humans, many races, okay? And they have fabricated, with the aid of the 49, the Adamic race, okay? 1/3 of the planet, the population of the planet, carry Adamic genes, 1/3 of the population. These people are linked to the 49, okay? And the 49 are here to help. Of course, their agenda is this emotion. They need this emotion, okay? I'm not going to advance much about this, but what I can tell you is this. The 49 races, with their knowledge of the Lilarial science, this is how they call their science.
Okay.
They call it the Lilarial science. With their knowledge, together with the 100% of expression of emotion what happens when you reach this stage? You resonate with what we understand as God. Okay? You resonate when you get the emotion with their knowledge.
Right, right. So
Okay?
that's the combination.
Together,
Right.
this combination, who gets this combination resonates 100% with God. Okay? And what is the difference for them? What difference does it make for them? In this stage, they can, by resonating with God, they can jump to higher realms of evolution. Now, the partners say this. Basically, is they call these people that carry these genes the difference. They are the difference. They are people who are not like sheep, you know. They don't follow trends. They are inquirers. They are always asking, why? Why this? They are not. They don't conform. Also, they gave us a few things in order to identify who has active mutant genes, positive, huh? Because they say the junk DNA is the Adamic heritage, okay? Science do not understand. And some of these genes, they are active, okay? They are active in some people. And they told us, for instance, if you can you see my fingers? If you can do this.
Yes.
See? If you can do this, or the tongue.
Like your finger basically bends at a different place.
Yeah,
Yes.
the tip of your finger, like this, the tip.
Yes.
You see? This, or like this, the tongue.
Oh, that's
Like
interesting.
this.
So that's a giveaway that you are one of that 1/3.
No. The 1/3, basically, we don't really we don't know how to gauge, really. We don't really care. Partners say, don't worry about it. People that carry these genes, they will feel drawn because
That
they
is
already
true.
think in a different way.
That is
They
true.
think in a different way. They'll come.
They'll come by default.
Now, these that I'm showing you are those that carry these Adamic genes, but they have active mutant genes. Okay? This is positive. They increase our brain activity dramatically.
Okay.
You see? And also when you move like this, you see the ear? I
Yeah.
can use
Yeah.
like this. This too. And also this. I don't know if you can see. Let me try. You see the lines? These two lines here.
Yes, I see that.
See that?
Yes.
That too.
Yes.
These
I
are
see that.
signs that the
Wow.
partner said.